Well, hello, welcome. I'm glad that you're with us as we continue our chronological read through of the Bible. Today, we begin to look at various visions that God gives to Daniel. Visions that, while they are maybe difficult, well, actually, they are difficult and troublesome to us, and that they're hard to interpret and understand. These visions give us hope for the future, hope in the promise of a Messiah. Now, as I mentioned already, these visions are hard, and I don't pretend to be able to explain them completely or even partially for that matter, I guess. But they do give us hope, which is why they were written. We're going to rely heavily on the Lutheran Bible commentary published by Concordia Publishing House to summarize those dreams in today's, in today's readings and to apply them to ourselves. So in chapter 7, Daniel is given a vision of four beasts that come up from the sea, and a vision of the Ancient of Days, who presides over a court of judgment. There's a judgment scene. It happens early and then it's repeated again in verse 26. Presumably, it's a prelude to the final judgment. Daniel sees in this vision one like the Son of Man. That's Jesus. Actually, the Ancient of Days would be the Father. But the Son of Man, that's Jesus, whose kingdom will never end. Daniel doesn't understand what he sees, and he's perplexed by it, even as we are. This vision actually still remains shrouded in mystery, but mystery to us, but one thing is clear. God has given us the kingdom in his dear Son, Jesus Christ, and that kingdom is everlasting. Chapter 8 is another vision. Daniel receives the vision of a male ram and a male goat. These signify war. In this vision, God assures us that no matter how long it may take or seem to take, his sanctuary will be restored. The vision's explained to Daniel by Gabriel. From Gabriel's explanation, we see that it refers to wars between Persia and Greece that lead to Antiochus IV defiling the temple. Ultimately, Antiochus IV falls to God's judgment as well. In chapter 9, Daniel fervently prays for the restoration of Jerusalem. You see, Daniel has read Jeremiah's prophecies, and he knows, therefore, that the captivity is going to end after 70 years. So that time is coming near. He's praying fervently for it, for the end of the captivity, the restoration of Jerusalem. Notice that Daniel prays fervently for Israel's sin, acknowledging their disobedience and including himself in their collective guilt, asking God for mercy. God sends the angel Gabriel in response to Daniel's prayer. Through Gabriel, God expands Daniel's vision beyond the restoration of Jerusalem to the end times, showing the work of the Messiah, Jesus, namely his atoning for our sin and bringing us to everlasting righteousness. Notice also that that vision and prophets would be sealed. For the Christian, there is no new revelation since the New Testament. For the Jews, that would end even sooner. Again, as always, I pray that our time together is helpful to you, that you're learning, that you're growing as you follow through with these readings. I look forward to gathering with you again the next time.